What's good, family? New investors, listen to me right here. Beginner investors often lose money because they're always trying to chase the hype. They're always looking for the hottest stock on the market. What if I told you, just listen to me, that you can own all the companies that are shaping the future, the AI, the cybersecurity, and the software with just 3 ETFs. That's right, 3 ETFs. These are the funds that are quietly being held by the millionaires, the hedge funds, the billionaires, the Warren Buffetts, and the long-term investors who don't like to get caught up in all the action and all the noise. They want to do what I just called, they want to accumulate the wealth. So today, I'm breaking down 3 ETFs that are leading the future of tech, and they're perfect for you as a beginner. Because one of the things we understand is that because as a beginner, you try to navigate the market and you kind of get caught up in the noise. So before we break these down, I want you to understand why ETFs are so powerful, especially for new investors. One, it gives you instant diversification. So you get to have your money parked in everything that is moving the market without trying to invest in everything individually. Two, it lowers the risk. So now you're not overexposed because we'll be heavy in one stock. When that stock falls, our whole portfolio falls. And lastly, you don't need to time the market. With these ETFs, you get to just be in the market and you get to reap the returns. In fact, I want you to understand this stat. On average, hedge fund managers and daily traders underperform the S&P in a 10-year time span by 40%. Now, these ETFs, they're going to let you ride the innovation without actually being on the emotional roller coaster. You know, that roller coaster you get on when you see your account go red or go down? Yeah, we're going to get you up off that. Now, before we get into this, I need you to like, I need you to subscribe, I need you to share this out with somebody. Now that you done like and subscribe, you done share this, let's get into our first ETF. Our first ETF is SMH. Let me write this down for y'all. Now, the thing about SMH is this is your AI semiconductor backbone. Inside of this, you got NVIDIA. Inside of this, you got TSMC. Inside of this, you got Broadcom. Inside of this, you got ASML and AMD. You got the big dogs inside of that right there. Now, if you try to invest in each one of these individually, that's going to cost you a lot of money. These are the giants when it comes to AI, when it comes to tech. Basically, every company that powers the world's data centers and chips is inside of this SMH. Now, the dope part about that is now you don't have to try to wait till these ones go on sale. Watch this. In 2024, they had a 65% return, outpacing the S&P by 4 times. Now, the expense ratio is 0.35%. Now, let's talk about that. This is a small fee that you got to pay for owning these. They automatically is inside the fund. You never even get the bill, right? And it's shown as a percentage. So think about this expense ratio on here is 0.35. Now, simply, what that means is for every $1,000 you have invested in SMH, you pay $3.50. Now, the lower it is, generally the better because it leaves you more room for profit when you compounding over time. But remember, this ETF gives you access to all of these. And that's just the top 5, right? That's just the top 5. Cybersecurity is slightly higher, but it's always worth it. So imagine you pay $3.50 for every $1,000 invested, and it only comes out in a year. Now think about this. NVIDIA equals 20% of this holding, right? TSMC makes up 12%. Think about it like that. AVGO makes up about 8%. AMD makes up about 6%. So I need you to understand that. This ETF right now has $15 billion in total assets. Now, think about it from another perspective. Semiconductors are 100% necessary for the digital era. If every AI model, EV, smartphone, military systems runs on a chip, the US is also investing billions of dollars into onshore chip production. That's long-term money that you can be into. So if you own SMH, that means you own a piece of what they like to call the picks and the shovels of the AI gold rush. So this helps you instead of having to own all of the shares in NVIDIA, all of the shares of this, all of the shares of that, all of the shares of that, all of the shares of that. You get them all in one basket. So if you're a beginner and if you're new, think of SMH like a basket of the chip makers that power everything, right? And it's how you invest in AI without guessing who the winner is. Here's the dope part about it. The fund gonna put all the winners at the top. So to say the fund owns how many companies inside the fund, you get the top ones of the basket and you can go about your business. So let's go to our second one of the day. The second one I want to talk to you about is none other than IGV. Now, IGV is another good one because it's the expanded tech ETF. Now, think about this one. This one captures all the software from the AI revolution. So first we talked about chips. Now we're going to talk about the software. So this one got inside of it Microsoft. That one got inside it Microsoft. It got Oracle. I think it got Salesforce, which is CRM. ServiceNow and Adobe, which is now in Adobe. So those are the ones in top. Now think about it like this. This one turned 28% in 2024 with expense ratio of 41. So that means you pay what? $4.10. The top holdings are Microsoft, Oracle, CRM, and Adobe. They have $8 billion of assets under management. Now think about it like this, and I gotta keep saying it. The chips may power the hardware, but the software builds the world around it. You need the AI tools, you need the automation, you need the cloud services. So when you think IGV, think about IGV as the brains behind the machine. So if the chips are the things that make it go, the brain is what give it to think, right? So if SMH is the hardware, IGV is the software, and together they are exactly the digital bloodstream for the economy. Like, and I like to put it that way. So now you have a whole makeup. So here's an example I want to give you. Every time a company says they're moving to the cloud or integrating AI, these are the companies that we just talked about and these two that are profiting from that move. So now, instead of you trying to own Microsoft, Oracle, CRM, now Adobe, NVIDIA, instead of you trying to own all of that, now you can just own these two ETFs and now you have it all. Now, let's get into our third one. Now, our third one is cyber, CIBR. Now, I think about that like this. The further we go into AI, the further we go into tech, the more we're going to need cybersecurity. And so that's where this one coming at. This is where the real defensive money getting at. This is where all the money is flowing at for protection, right? Inside of here is the leaders. You know who the leaders are. CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, probably Zscaler, Zscaler, Cloudflare, and then you probably have Cisco. Now, last year, 2024, this returned 22%. It has an expense ratio of, so that means $6 for every $100, right? Now, watch this. The cybersecurity market is expected to reach $300 billion by 2028. $300 billion. And I'm going to be real with you, it's probably going to exceed that because every AI breakthrough, every cloud server, every payment app, it all needs what? Protection. And cybersecurity, now, it's not optional, it becomes essential. Now, in the next decade, the biggest threat isn't a physical war. It isn't us rolling up tanks. It doesn't sending missiles. The biggest war will be data theft. And these companies are the walls protecting our digital economy. So if you want long-term exposure to the safety, then now you gotta own CIBR. It's like owning the locks to every major tech company's front door, right? That's what these companies represent for us. So for me, if we put them all together, we saying I'm owning the hardware, I'm owning the software, and I'm owning the cybersecurity. These become the three pillars to the future. Think about it. Think about it. Tech, AI, right? So let's put it all together, right? SMH becomes the hardware, one pillar. We'll put HW. And then that's the chips. That's SMH. And then you go IGV is the software. That's the cloud, right? And then you go CIBR is, we're going to put a lock. That's the security. That's the privacy. These three ETFs give you full exposure to the most important technology companies that are shaping the 2020s, the 2030s, and whatever is moving forward. AI, cloud, data, and defense. Now, let's go one more step further. You don't have to predict what the next big stock will be. You just have to own the right trends and then hold them. Because innovation, it only compounds. It only gets better. And so now you can do what? Compound your way to wealth. That's my favorite saying. How do we compound our way to wealth? And I always like to use these three things. Trading generates cash flow. Swing trading and leaps accumulate wealth. Buy and hold preserves it. And that's what we want to be at. We want to preserve it. So we want to generate it, accumulate it, and then preserve it. And so when you're owning these three ETFs, this allows you to put you in a position to all of that. So you can trade them and you can own them for the long term. Man, if this video helped you out, man, I want you to leave us a comment below and tell us which one of these that you think is better for you to own on your journey to building wealth, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this. And last but not least, that's not me in the chat telling you about Bitcoin to holler at me on Telegram or WhatsApp. That's not me, so don't fall for it. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Salute.